Good day, folks. My name is Sanic78. You can call me Sanic, and today I shall be making a video. Alright, so like always, there might be some background noise, there might not. It depends on how your ears work. But basically, I have taken it upon myself to switch all the Forsaken survivors with killers, vice versa. Basically, Noob is a killer, Shadowetsky is a killer, Cool Kid, you get the gist. Let's begin, because not much to say, actually. Not even gonna go over anything. Let me just go over the survivors real quick, since there's less of them. There's so many killers, man. But Cool Kid, he's the free killer, yeah, and he's a survivalist. Noi, he's 500, he's a mix of support and survivalist. John Doe, he's 500 and he's a support. Jason, he's 650 and he's a sentinel. 1x1x1x1, he's 700 and he's a sentinel. These are just what made sense to me. Obviously, Cool Kid will be a survivalist. Noi, they seem like they could combine support and survivalist. John Doe, I just don't want to make him a sentinel because that means free sentinels and one support, which would not be good. Jason, 1x1x1x1, it makes sense, I know, I'm a genius. Anyways, let us begin with the survivors first for once. Alright, survivor info. Let's begin with Cool Kid. Let's play tag! He's free, health 90 because Cool Kid has less health in the actual game. Walk speed 15, sprinting speed 25, stamina 100, stamina loss 10, stamina gain 20. Normal stats aside from the decreased health. No passives, abilities. Most of these are using the same names as the abilities from the games, just slightly tweaked. Walk speed overdrive. We already arrived to the first name steal. Anyways, it's not what you think it is. Or it might be. I don't know. Depends on if you're stupid or not. Which, considering you're watching this video, and there's a pretty good chance you are. Ha ha ha, I know I'm very funny. Cooldown of 28 for walk speed. Cooldown will pull out... Cool Kid. Cool Kid will pull out the Cool GUI. And after a 1 second wind up, use it to give himself speed 2 for 6 seconds before gaining speed 1 for 2 seconds. So, you know, that's kind of part of being a survivalist. Here's the ability I actually like, and it's inspired of 1x1, not 1x1, 007 and 7, or as stupid people call it, 007 and 7. Basically, this guy clones. What else can I bloody say? If it's inspired by 07 and 7. I don't care. It's going to be clones. Anyways, clone GUI. Cooldown to 30 seconds. Cool Kid will pull out the cool GUI, and after 0.5 seconds, wind up, spawn 2 clones. When the clones are spawned, he will switch positions with a random clone, or just stay in the middle, and the clones will run off in a random direction. So then you run off in a random direction, too, if you want to bloody survive. Basically, that's just to help you trick the killer. There's a 1/3 chance they go for you, and if they do, then, walk speed override is right there, boy. Baby boy. Hey, I know I'm strange. Anyways, Noi. Time for some living. Okay, I got it from something. These are you know, inspired by actual quotes from the survivor. So let's play tag. I'm in. You know, for the actual walk speed overall. And Noi, time for some living. Time for some dying. I'm bad at it. Anyways, they cost $500, like my buddy said. Have increased health by 5, so 105. Walking speed 15, sprinting speed 25, so more. Stamina and loss and stamina game are completely normal. Void Rush, cooldown 29 seconds. Noi will use Void Rush, causing him to rush forward, though unable to turn. After using Void Rush, they will gain Speed I for 3 seconds, so escaping. But in this support part, Void Star, I'm actually surprised we're not stolen from an ability name. I'm surprised there's not a name called. I'm surprised there's not something called a Void Star in Forsaken, because that's Noi's whole bloody point. Anyways, Void Star cooldown 30 seconds. Noi will throw down a Void Star after a 0.5 second windup. If a survivor picks up the Void Star, they will heal 30 HP over a span of 15 seconds. So don't get hit when you pick up it. Actually, no. I'm going to bring that down to 8 seconds because I'm a nice person. John Doe. Honey, you alright? No, it's not inspired by anything. It's just, since the whole John Doe, Jane Doe. $500. 115 HP, 13 walking speed, 23 sprinting speed, stamina 105, and stamina loss and gain are normal. So, yes, you go slower. Skill issue if you die because you can't move at bloody alt. Abilities. Spike wall, cooldown to 30 seconds. John Doe will rise a spike wall from the ground after a 1 second windup. Survivors are able to... Oh yeah, this guy's in the support. Survivors are able to climb over it, but it takes 1.5 seconds to climb over. The spikes have 40 health and will naturally despawn after 40 seconds. If the spikes hit a killer, they'll phase through them until they are out of the collider hitbox. Just for no glitching, which means that if you don't do it correctly right, you're not going to help anyone. And then you'll be a failure, just like real life. Ha 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 ha. Digital footprint. I know I just stole both these names technically, even though Spike Wall might be a bit different. Digital footprint, cooldown 29 seconds. John Doe will stomp on the ground, and after a 1.5 second windup, will create a digital footprint. If a survivor touches the digital footprint, their aura will be revealed to all survivors and given slowness II for 3 seconds. I know, not overpowered at all. But honestly, I kind of like John Doe. Mix of a cool guy and a cooler guy. Anyways, let's get into Jason. That's legit the quote. He costs $650, 105 HP, walking speed of 17, sprinting speed of 97, but decreased stamina to 95, stamina loss 9, stamina gain 23, so, you go faster, but at the cost of stamina, kind of. You get more stamina gain. This guy's inspired by Shidletsky. Machete slash, cooldown 30 seconds. Jason will slash with her machete, dealing 30 damage and stunning the killer for 3 seconds. Raging pace, cooldown 27 seconds. Jason will enter into raging pace after 1 second windup. During raging pace, they cannot use machete slash, but against speed eye for 5 seconds. You know what? Let's just lower that to 0.25 second windup. 1x1x1x1x1x1. I can't do jokes. Anyways, in a footnote, he mentions the good 1x1x1. Ha 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 ha. I know, very funny, very cliche. I just did the opposite of what it originally was. Anyways, $700, 100 health, all normal stats. Not even gonna read them out. Anyways, he has 2 abilities because he's so cool. Entanglement, cooldown of 35 seconds. 1x1x1x1 will go into a 1 second windup and shoot at a small burst. If it hits a killer, they will be stunned for 2 seconds. Rejuvenate, cooldown of 40 seconds. 1 charge for every dead survivor in the game. After 1x1x1 uses Rejuvenate, a clone of the dead will rise. The Rejuvenate clones will walk around the area where they were revived, and after a killer is in range, walk towards them, and when they touch a killer, reveal the killer's aura and stun them for 1 second. So use the 1x1x1 entanglement like you do at chance, and then Rejuvenate, use it for LMS basically. Or if you're low on survivors, no one ever gotta die. But that's lame! You gotta let him die like a normal human. Anyway, so let's get into the killer since that's the last survivor killer hybrid. Let's get into the first survivor killer. Killer, I promise! Guess who it is! Oh man, I just gave it away. It's Noob, right? Ha ha ha, I tricked you. Ha ha ha. Noob. Guest Sixer? What's wrong? Scared. Very obviously reference. Free. Health 100. 1,250. Walking speed 15. Sprinting speed 25. Stamina 100. Stamina loss 10. Stamina gain 20. Ignore the fact the killers have the same stamina as the survivors. I was not cooking there. Anyways, punch, cooldown of 1 second. Noob punches forward, dealing 24 damage. Bloxy Cola, cooldown 27 seconds. Noob drinks a Bloxy Cola, gaining speed I, which will go away after 7 seconds. Then they will gain slowness I for 2 seconds. Ghostburger, cooldown 30. Noob eats a Ghostburger and gains invisibility I free for 13 seconds. Attacking during that 13 seconds ends the invisibility and only does 20 damage. So do it to get close to survivors. Sweat Skin, cooldown 24 seconds. Noob drinks a potion of Sweat Skin, giving them Sweat Skin I 1 for 6 seconds, slowing them by 30% and increasing their punch damage to 31. Although the cooldown goes up to 2.75 on the punch. Alright, so let me explain everything, because I went over it so fast. So punch, average punch. Bloxy Cola, you go fast, that's all, and then you go slow. Simple. Ghostburger, you go invisible, use it to sneak up on survivors. You get lower damage, but it might be worth it to get extra damage off, you know, if you get close enough. Sweat Skin, use it when you're close and want to deal extra damage. Even though you'll go... Ignore the fact you'll be much slower when you're using Sweat Skin. That's why you should use it when you're closer. Anyways, let's get into my favorite survivor from the actual game, the Shedwetsker, aka Shedwetsky. I can't even be funny around here because y'all be like, oh, what's this Shedwetsker? What's this Shedwetsker? Because you all are infants. Infantile babies. Anyways, fear not. I shall make your death slow. Gahahaha! It's a taupe. It's because he's an admin, and the admins are kind of like angels, I imagine, in this world. Anyways, stats 900, cost 900, health of 1500, walk speed of 10, sprinting speed of 25, stamina of 100, stamina loss of 10. Stamina gain of 20. So yes, they do have like the same exact stats as survivors, which is because they're survivors but killers, you know. That's your fault for not realizing that. Anyways, let's get into honestly my favorite loadout because it's actually unique. Anyways, first ability, Slash, cooldown at 1.75. Shedwetsky slashes forward, dealing 27 damage. Illumina, this guy's cool. Cooldown of 30 seconds. Shedwetsky lunges forward a medium distance with the Illumina, dealing 30 damage to whoever to hit, but giving them slowness 2 for 3 seconds, even if they manage to hit. Themself slowness 2, may I add. So like he runs forward with the Illumina, because if you didn't know, the Illumina increases your lunge distance. Firebrand, cooldown 25 seconds. Shedwetsky takes out the Firebrand, gains slowness 1 for 5 seconds, begins to spin rapidly with it. If it hits someone with it, they will gain burning 2 for 5 seconds. So 10 damage. 007 and 7. Oh god. Also, I'm just saying that so y'all understand, because you infantile baby. I'm gonna stop saying that. Well, I should understand what I'm saying. My son. Why do you run? Don't you want to play? Funny, I know. Sorry, I was fixing depression. Stats, cause 100, 1350 health, walking speed of 15, sprinting speed of 26, stamina 105, stamina loss of 10, stamina gain of 23. Let's get started, boys and gals. And everything in between, I guess. I don't know. Why did I say I guess? Anyways, punch, cooldown of 0.75 seconds, 077 punches, dealing 23 damage. Clone, cooldown 20 seconds, also I'm gonna just call him 7 and 7 to save my breath. 7 and 7 creates a singular clone of himself, which will run in a straight line. If it hits a survivor, it will deal 31 damage. And if it runs into a wall, it'll just kind of die, I guess. Hack panel, cooldown of 30 seconds. 0, 7, 7, and 7. Use their hack panel after a point 4.5 seconds windup. They teleport to the nearest survivor, but against slowness IV and helpless I for 3 seconds. During the windup, all survivors can see the killer's aura. So you can find the survivor and get them, but like, you know, you can't actually do any. You give them a running chase ready. Populous, cooldown 28 seconds. 7 and 7 spawn 7. Yes, I'm a genius. 7 random clones around the map. During the time the clones exist, anytime 7 and 7 is standing still, they will have a much lower terror radius. Populous lasts for 24 seconds. So basically, act like you're a clone and jump someone, like the madman you are. Elliot, pizza delivery. I don't know. I might try to go for. I don't know. I don't bloody know. I've been playing too much. What have I been playing? I haven't been playing video games, actually. I've been playing. No, I'm not gonna make, like, lawyers advise me not to make that joke. So, where's the script? Why'd you put that in the script? Stats 1250. It costs $12.50, okay? What else can I say? What else can I bloody say? The health 1300, walking speed of 13, sprinting speed of 25, stamina of 100, stamina loss of 9.5, stamina gain of 20. Here's a fun fact about me. I don't know how to make a pizza. In fact, the only thing I know how to cook is human flesh. And I'm all out of humans. Come on into the basement. Sorry about pausing there for a second. I had to check something. Pizza cutter, cooldown 2 seconds. Elliot slashes with a pizza cutter, dealing 27 damage. Oh my god, I forgot Elliot did that much damage. Pizza pie, pizza, pizza, pizza pie, pizza, pizza pie, pizza, pizza, pizza pie. I will commit a felony with a pizza pie, pizza, pizza pie. You are going to ignore what I just said. Pizza pie, cooldown 20 seconds. Elliot throws a pizza. If it hits the survivor, they take 15 damage and gain burning eye for 3 seconds. Ignore the fact it's just corrupt nature. Corrupt nature. Pizza box. Cooldown 12 seconds. Elliot places down a pizza box. If the survivor steps on it, they will gain burning eye for 4 seconds, and their aura will be revealed to Elliot. Pizza delivery. Elliot will gain cooldown of cheap to fill in a cooldown 17 seconds. Yes, random. Elliot will gain speed 1 and see the aura of the nearest survivor. Also gives the survivor burning 2 for 2 seconds. Also note to me in editing, you know what to do. Driving in my car right after a beat. That's just a reminder of myself, since if you watched the last episode, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyways, Taff, just a smiley face because, you know, he doesn't speak, boy. Stats of 1500, health of 1450, walking speed of 10, sprinting speed of 20, stamina of 100, stamina loss of 10, stamina gain of 20. So natural stats like a normal human being. Punch, because Taff has no weapons, as it where I'm concerned. Ignore the fourth ability, ignore the fourth ability, ignore the fourth ability. Also, give me a second. Let me grab some almond water. Reference. In a few months, you will understand why I said reference. Anyway, pull down 1 second, and he punches forward, doing 25 damage. Subspace Trip Mine. Cooldown 17 seconds. Taff throws down a subspace trip mine, which will activate and become invisible after 1 second. Every 10 seconds it will become visible. If a survivor gets close to it, it will activate automatically and give them subspace to eye, dealing 5 damage and augmenting their vision. After 45 seconds, the subspace trip mine will activate automatically. Subspace Slave. Cooldown 29. Taff lets out a wave of subspace, dealing 15 damage to anyone close enough and augmenting their vision. Wrecking Chain. Huh, I guess that could be counted as a villain to non-intellectual. Villain! Cooldown 26 seconds. Look at all the criminals! There's criminals everywhere! You would never understand. Cooldown 26 seconds. Taff will swing a wrecking chain forward, dealing 27 damage and giving slowness 1 for 3 seconds to whoever it hits. Starting to realize I shouldn't be making these videos because y'all ain't here to hear my comedy. Y'all ain't here for my comedy, you're just here for me to tell you what it is. You imposter! Anyways, punch, deal damage, subspace trip mine, just put it in a place where you think survivors might try to loop you, so that you can instead loop them! Subspace wave, when you're close to survivor and want to, you know, rock their beep. Driving in my car, just use that, wrecking chain, when you're close to survivor and want to rock their beep. Part 2, driving in my car. Builder man, dear friend. Accept my warning. Stats cost $17.50, and health is conveniently also $17.50 because I am a genius and totally not stupido. I stupido. Has a walking speed of 7, sprinting speed of 22, stamina 120, stamina loss of 12, stamina gain of 13. So they kind of match like a slow brute since they have a bloody banhammer. Banhammer cooldown of 3.5 seconds. Builderman swings the banhammer doing 29 damage. Sentry cooldown of 30 seconds. Oh shoot, I accidentally unmuted. Anyways. Sentry, they place on the sentry, also cooldown of 30 seconds. Only one sentry can exist at a time in a match. A sentry just shoots anyone close enough to it, giving them slowness 1. Barricade cooldown 26-7. Builderman placed on the barricade with 30 health. 30 health with 20 health. Only it can pass through a barricade. It despawns after 35 seconds. Slam cooldown 29 seconds. Builderman slams their banhammer forward, dealing 36 damage, but giving him slowness free for 3 seconds no matter what. Banhammer to do normal bloody damage, you imbecile, for thinking anything else. Sentry, put it in a looping spot like you do with Taff. Barricade, trap people. Slam, damage, 2-time. My first main, as you, I will miss you, but it is necessary. Passives, Oblation Bar. As 2-time gets kills, their dagger damage goes up by 5, and their dagger cooldown goes up by 1, but it stops after 2-time gets 3 kills. So just go lobby wipe. Anyways, dagger cooldown of 1.5 seconds. So after some point it will become 2.5 seconds. And you also will have, realistically, the most damaging ability for your M1 in the game after 3 kills, because Builderman just does 30. Anyway, so you do cool down to 1.5 seconds, 20 damage, yeah. Dagger twist, because this is a reference to how 2-time actually twists the dagger in the real game. Look at the animations, you sick little freak. I gotta stop calling my audience sick. It reminds me of when I tried to open a therapist company, but kept calling everyone who went there sick freaks. I really shouldn't have done that. Anyways, so they cooldown 27 seconds, 2-time stabs forward with her dagger, grabbing whoever it hit and holding them in place sets they twist it, dealing 35 damage. That's a lot of damage! Ritual, cooldown 25 seconds. 2-time places down a ritual, which after the cooldown is up, they can go for a 3.5 second windup to teleport to it, giving them speed 1 for 2.5 seconds after teleporting to it. Guess what's next? You think it's an actual ability? Nah, it's a death ritual. Cooldown 30 seconds, 2-time places down a red ritual. If someone steps on it, they will be dealt 15 damage. Note, it is red, so easy to avoid. Anyways, let me tell you what to do for this guy. Just focus on getting dagger damage up. Use dagger twist for that, but you can use dagger since it's decent damage, just not the best. Also, ritual, for ritual, place it in places you think survivors might try to hide from you at. And death ritual, place it at places you think a survivor will try to loop you at. Anyways, that's all for that guy. Let's move on to guess 1337. The only skin in the game, in my opinion, the only current survivor in the game, in my opinion, that has an underrated skin. Anyways, I will kill you for this, for my family. Because the Builder Man, I just called him the Builder Man. Guest 1337 is commonly known as a family man. Stats 2300, costing, health 1750, walk speed of 15, sprinting speed of 27, stamina of 95, stamina loss 11, stamina gain of 20. Put what I'm trying to tell you into your own thoughts, because I don't feel like telling you. Anyways, this is all melee but good, high damage. Punch, cooldown 2 seconds. Guess 1337 punches forward. Also, I'm going to be calling the last guess from now on, dealing 26 damage. Charge, because I hate numbers. Cooldown 27 seconds. Guess, the last guess charges forward, unable to turn. Anyone they hit gets dealt 30 damage. So dodge that or you're dead. Elbow bash, cooldown 25 seconds. The last guess bashes forward with a fair elbow, dealing 28 damage. Drop kick, cooldown 26 seconds. Guess 1337 jumps up and kicks, dealing 29 damage to whoever to hit. So just avoid Guest's attack in general. Don't let him get close to you because he does a lot of damage. Yeah. Don't touch the guest. Hey, yo. Why did I just say that to my own comment? I need therapy. It's time to wake up. Chance. Let's go gambling. Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. I can't stop winning. Stats. It costs 2,500. I so badly wanted to make this guy cost 2,777, but I didn't feel like it. Health 1k. Walking speed of 18. Spring speed of 22. Stamina of 100. Stamina loss of 10. And stamina gain 20. Let's get into who I would play, because I love Chance. He's only second to Shedletsky, because Shedletsky is my son-in-law. Not the real person, just the character. Anyways. First ability, Card Slice. Cooldown in the fifth in 1 second. Chance slashes with a card, dealing 15 to 33 damage, so it can either be the actual highest damaging M1 in the game, or the lowest damaging M1 in the game. Anyways, Revolver, cooldown to 30 seconds. Shedletsky shoots a revolver with a 50% chance of firing. With each kill, 20% is added. The revolver does 35 damage. So, you know, folk, it's all gambling. I'll tell you that, it's all gambling. Coin Flip, which is a cooldown of 10 seconds. Chance flips a coin with a 50% chance to either add 2 damage onto their card slice damage, or remove 5 damage from it. So basically, you either remove 5 damage for everything you roll, or add 2 damage on everything you roll. Dusigar, how dare I? My wrath shall befall thou family. Because Dusigar is a magician, so he would talk like that. Ha ha ha, magician stereotypes in the Big 25, yes. Yes, bloody yes. Has a health of 1,635, walk speed of 15, sprinting speed of 28, stamina of 90, stamina loss of 10, stamina gain of 20. Let's get into the theoretically best killer in the game. Staff Bash, cooldown of 1.5 seconds. Dusigar bashes with her staff, dealing 25 damage. Plasma Beam, cooldown of 25 seconds. Dusigar shoots a Plasma Beam, dealing fairy damage to whoever it hits. Force Field, cooldown 27 seconds. Dusigar will give someone a force field, which deals 1 second damage a second until the survivor gets far enough away. During this time, Dusigar is thrown aside. 1. Rainy Day, cooldown 30 seconds. Dusigar brings an acid rain, which will follow him. Any survivor hit by the rain will take 3 damage per second of being in the rain. But Dusigar has slowness 1. Rainy Day lasts for 10 seconds. Alright, so basically Staff Bash does decent damage, but, you know, mid damage. plasma beam, mainly use that, I'd say. And also it's shot like Juicecar's normal plasma beam, so you don't get a freebie if you're bad at shooting that. Force field's shot like Juicecar's normal plasma beam because it'd be too easy if it was just like his force field. And rainy day, you know, it's obvious. And that is everything, folks, which means I have to find something to do for an outro. Driving in my car right after a bee. Hey, that bomb is shaped like a D. DUI, how about you die? I'll go 100 miles an hour. Little did you know, I filled up on gas. I'ma get your fountain making beep over us. Beep. My Bergen truck, it seems you're out of luck. Truck!